Okay, folks, now this is another part of this starting a colt deal is I'm going to have him come over and pick me up. And I'm going to get him used to coming over to the fence, and the stirrup's going to hit the panel. And I know that already. Well, okay. All this is another step, and you'll see what I'm going to do after I get him over there. So I'm just getting him prepared to not be worried when I get on him. Now, what I'm about to do, when this is over, the horse picking you up, you shouldn't have to go through a whole bunch of gymnastics. I'm going to walk right straight over and climb up. By the time I turn around, he should be standing there. I doubt he will be, but that's the end result of this exercise. As I step up, I bump to let him know to come in. Now he should have been moving over. So I bump again. He gets positioned. And that's where he's supposed to be. And you see how much I'm hanging on to the lead rope. There's a point there. There's a reason for it. So now I'm going to kind of camp on the right eye, which is the same as my right leg going over. Here's the riata, which he's never seen done before. And then he's going to learn now to hang in there. So once again, separation is when I tell him to leave, he needs to leave. And what you'll find out is they don't really want to leave. Once you get this good, now he's going to walk over and prepare himself. Now it's been a couple months since he's done this. And I've already got the video showing him how. So I release as soon as I can and let him know he's in the right place. Now, this little deal I'm doing right now, I'm going to spend about an hour doing this. I'm not going to bore you to death with it, but you'll get the point. And what my job is to teach him the concept of release, plus get him good about everything I can on the right side. And here's that stirrup he was bothered about. His tail will tell you where he's at. If it's clamped down, he's a little bit afraid, a little nervous. If it's sticking out with a J in it, he's mad. Well, this horse, he does get mad, but he gets over it. But he ain't mad right now, I can tell you that. And I'm over here in this stirrup, and I'm over here in this riata, which is going to lay on my leg. And I'm over here in this saddle, and it's different than the sawbuck. Okay, when he's broke, nothing will matter. So now I'm going to send him. And remember, part of the reason of sending a horse is because pressure, 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 still pressure, 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 pressure. Watch him set himself up. You notice he's stepping over behind every time. And release. That, my friends, is the concept of the entire movie on making this horse. I want him to search for the release. Pressure is a given. Anybody can put pressure on an animal. The release is when you tell your child you're proud of them. Way to go. You got it done. Right eye. The left eye's a given. There's a lot going on here in the left eye. The right eye, that's where I got to go. Now by the time I'm done here, I'll have my leg on the inside. I'm not going to get on him. I could, but I'm not gonna. And just for trivia's sake, Deb was explaining something to me the other day to give you something to think about. Because we've talked a lot about the letters we get. People talk about their horse loving something or being afraid or all these emotions. And I personally believe for a horse, it's not like a dog. A horse appreciates a fair leader. Okay? A dog, when you train them, you're the dominant one. You're the head of the pack. All right? I'm not any good with dogs. But a horse needs a fair leader. And what I do is I get him on the payroll and then I make them a friend. A lot of people make them a friend first, then try to get them on the payroll. And I think it's harder to do, and that's why I get a lot of letters about problems with people having with horses. It's because they tried to make them their best friend before they trained them. And that's just my opinion on this, so it seems to come up a lot. Now, I'm not hanging on to the lead rope. So when I'm riding this horse, he's going to have that much release on him when he's done for loading trucks or whatever it is he wants to do. And then I'm going to be jumping in and out of traditional. And what that means is that you watch a lot of our videos, and I appreciate that. And what you got to know is a lot of the horses that we video are from Baja California, which is a state in Mexico. They're not colts. They're 9, 10, 8, 11, 12, 15. The vaqueros don't own halters. They carry a rope on their arm. They go out and they rope them around the neck. They put a half hitch over their nose, lead them back to the barn or house or truck or whatever, drop the rope and put the saddle on. They tie them by the reins. Horses don't pull back. So by the time I get them, it's no problem tying them by the reins, and they use split reins. Now, I hope all this makes sense to you, but what I'm getting at is when you watch me make this horse over the next few years, it's going to be as close to California traditional as you'll get, other than there's no grizzly bears involved. But you're also going to see me ride horses in split reins, and if I have split reins and chains on, it means that that horse is now transitioning, a Baja horse, incidentally. This horse will never see a split rein I'm leaning on. If I have chains on him, that means he's starting to feel the signal as opposed to the lever. That's why the chain. I take the V out of the chain and the horse walks backwards. So that Palomino horse I had the other day, somebody contested me on the chains. That's why the chains are on there. That horse is bridling up so nice, he's getting to where it doesn't matter. So it'll all come to pass and you'll see it. And I've just now changed this horse's life, just now. So when he moves, I'll get him moving. He already knows that one. Exhale, he knows that one. Get rid of the tail of my rope. Ask him to join me with my knee sticking out. Too bad. Now come back in here. This is the deal. I didn't fail. I'm just changing the game a little bit. He's going to be fine. I'll say, you're fine. Come right up here. You're fine. Don't worry about it. Now, if you would, this is why the tailgate of the truck, for those of you that aren't too nimble. I mean, I didn't give Baryshnikov lessons, believe me, but I do have my leg on the inside now. And now we've changed it. So from here, it gives me a chance to put my foot in the stirrup on the left stirrup. It gives me a chance to rock the saddle with my foot. I still get to work on the right eye. And I've changed the way I started this morning. So all these little increments are what make this happen. There's the first time in his life he's had somebody put weight in his stirrup. All right? I can do this in as many increments as I want and take as long as I want because I already know he's going to ride. I already know he knows how to lope. I want to prepare him like I have with everything else so he's not bothered. Leave. Even with my knee here, I want him to be in. Here it comes, horse. Get situated. Situate your body. Now come up here. You're fine. There you go. Thank you so much. That's what's known as a feel. My right knee is doing the feel on the horse. So I guess the point is, I have the time, and for the first time in my life, to take my time. I'm relishing it. I'm having a ball. Okay, now the roping deal, I'll build up on it. But what I do is I just try to get the rope going first, and he separates this between leaving and standing here. My left hand is holding the lead rope in case I need to bump him to stay. Now I'm going to swing backwards and get him prepared for the riata, because I'll be swinging that after a while. Now I'm going to go ahead and contact where the stirrup is. He knows it. I'm dragging over my Hondu, and I'm just building on this stuff. But you notice how the slack in my lead rope is. I've roped him a lot, as you probably figured out after watching the videos. I'm real big on roping horses. So now I can just ask him to lower his skull and relax a little bit. And I got him. Thank you.